Hi guys, how you doing? This is Rich here. We have a Rich TV Live, and today I'm going to talk to you about another super hyper growth stock that I think has enormous potential and enormous upside. Mydecine Innovations. Right, Mydecine Innovations. Now, this is not the first time I've talked about this company. I've talked about them before. They've made some big runs, and recently they've had some big catalysts coming. So I wanted to talk to you about it today and break down why I think this company has a chance to be a success and why I believe that they are currently undervalued, underappreciated, and underexposed. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you're having a great morning. Here is Mydecine Innovations. This is their website, mydecine.com. Mydecine Medicine Evolved, revolutionizing nature's medicine for mental health and vitality. And if you guys would like to join the chat, just join the chat. And if you have any questions, please put it in the chat so that we can discuss any of your key questions. If you like the video, please smash the like button, comment on the video, share the video everywhere, and subscribe. And remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. Always do your due diligence, always do your research before you invest in anything that we talk about here in Rich TV Live. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through some of the big news and some of the information on Mydecine Innovations Group, Inc. You can also see they have some big news today. I'll just read the news right now. Mydecine fully completes the first ever international export of psilocybin mushrooms and solidifies its clinical and commercial supply chain. This is literally big breaking news this morning. I might as well break it first because that's just what we do. Mydecine Innovations Group, MYCO in Canada, MYCOF in America, ONFA in Frankfurt, Germany, an emerging biopharma company in the life sciences category committed to the research and development, production, and acceptance of alternative, natural source medicine for mainstream use, has completed the world's first international leg export of dried psilocybin mushrooms. That's right. The world's first international legal export of dried psilocybin mushrooms. In December 2020, company announced the completion of its first commercial harvest of 20 kilograms, 44 pounds of psilocybin mushrooms at a private mycology-focused research and cultivation facility in Jamaica. The first shipment of the harvest has now been received at Mydecine's Canadian Current Good Manufacturing Practice, CGMP facility, which has a Health Canada Schedule 1 dealer's license attached to it, allowing for legal import, export, research and development, cultivation, product development, and commercial sale of active psychedelic medicinal compounds. Now, I told you guys psychedelics is a brand new sector. It's just getting started. I think the upside is tremendous. The fact that these are companies now that I've been bringing to you guys that are actually making revenue is key to the growth of the sector and key to these companies. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Seth. Good morning, BK. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Love to know what you think about Mydecine Innovations. This milestone is significant to our 2021 goals as we are now able to access a quality source of much needed product for both our own research purposes, as well as provide CGMP naturally derived psilocybin to sell and transfer to other licensed research facilities around the globe. Our team has spent significant time working with various government agencies to create and develop sound protocols to ensure a smooth flow of biomass that is in full compliance with all federal laws. This is the first and only solidified commercial supply chain of psilocybin mushrooms, and we believe this supply chain will open up many doors to potentially collaborate and participate in initiatives that we will find potentially promising, said Joshua Barch, CEO and chairman of Mydecine. We have made significant progress towards having the first IND number on a 99.9% pure psilocybin product that the synthetic form mimics. We believe our natural source psilocybin that is both significantly less costly and more efficient than the synthetic form will prove to be a better overall option to meet the current market demand, as well as voids any and all potential patent claims. This marks a milestone of fulfilling on the promise of creating a fully vertical and uninterrupted global supply chain. Wow. Big news for Mydecine. In the most potential psychedelic mushrooms, in the most potent psychedelic mushrooms, psilocybin is typically only around 1% of its total mass. This means that as much as 99% of the mushroom is composed of vegetative matter plus other potential active medicinal compounds. At our lab, we have already discovered multiple other active compounds separate from psilocybin and psilocin from just our initial psychedelic mushroom analysis. Based upon our preliminary studies, we believe that this could have more effective results than just single molecular synthetic psilocybin. This supply chain will give us unrestrictive, scalable access, including numerous types of unique psychedelic mushroom species native to Jamaica. This should be significant. It should significantly increase our research and development and production efforts with some of the best types of mushrooms that we know of, said Damon Michaels, Mydecine's co-founder and chief operating officer. He continued, throughout history, we have seen many historical instances involving the use of psychedelic medicine, more so for the use of psychedelic mushrooms to be used as safe and effective therapeutic medicine to help improve mental injuries or expand one's overall consciousness. Today, we are able to take this ancient form of holistic medicine and pair it with modern technology to better understand its active ingredients and how they specifically interact with the brain and body to produce the best, most controllable, and beneficial result possible. For Mydecine to be able to create the world's first legal global supply chain of nature-sourced psilocybin to not only meet its own needs, but to supply to other licensed research organizations, universities, and healthcare facilities around the world, we hope to finally break the barrier of stigma and help people obtain mainstream access to this sacred medicine and turn it back into a traditional therapy. About Mydecine Innovations Group. Mydecine Innovations Group, MYCO in Canada, MYCOF in America, ONFA in Frankfurt, Germany, is an emerging biotech and life sciences company dedicated to developing and commercializing innovative solutions for treating mental health problems and enhancing vitality. The company's world-renowned medical and scientific advisory board is building out a robust R&D pipeline of nature-sourced psychedelic-assisted therapeutics, novel compounds, therapy protocols, and unique delivery systems. Mydecine has exclusive access to a full CGMP certified pharmaceutical manufacturing compounds facility with the ability to import, export, cultivate, extract, isolate, and analyze active mushroom compounds with full government approval through Health Canada. Mydecine also operates out of a state-of-the-art mycology lab in Denver, Colorado, to focus on genetic research for scaling commercial cultivation of rare non-psychedelic medicinal mushrooms. At the heart of Mydecine's core philosophy is that psychedelic-assisted psychotherapy will continue to gain acceptance in the medical community, with many of the world's best accredited research organizations demonstrating its remarkable clinical effectiveness. Mydecine recognizes the responsibility associated with psychedelic-assisted therapy and will continue to position itself as a long-term leader across the spectrum of clinical trials, research, technology, and global supply. Mydecine also has successfully completed multiple acquisitions since inception. That's the big breaking news. Mydecine Innovations, MYCO in Canada, MYCOF in America, ONFA in Frankfurt, Germany. Put on your watch list, put on your radar. This is big news for Mydecine. This is their website, mydecine.com. You can learn about them. Just click on About Us, learn the whole story, learn about their portfolio, their story for investors, news and media, and their leadership team right on their website. What I want to do is I want to go through the chart a little bit here. So I always like to mark the low, low, and the high, high anytime I look at a stock. So first thing I do is I mark the low, low, and you could see that in November it hit a low, low of 16 cents. That was clearly the best time to enter this stock. And it first started off really high. It actually started off at 115 last summer, last June. So it's been as high as 115, been as low as 16, currently at 46. So it's closer to the low low than it is the high high, which to me is signaling that it could be in a buy zone with tremendous upside from here. Typically, when I see a stock that's just kind of getting started and it's already been higher, to me, it's kind of setting a tone of where it could go. I'm not saying it's going to stay at $1, but I believe it could literally go to $1. So anyone that gets in at these levels, I believe there's at least 100% upside from here. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight. I'm not going to say it's going to happen today. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow. Past performance is not an indication of future results. I don't know where it's going to go 100% and when. But as an investor, I'm trying to look for clues. I'm reading the news, I'm looking at the chart, and I'm trying to understand the company. And I'm trying to understand where it's been, where it's gone, and where it's going. And typically trends are your friend. And trends have a way of continuing. And you can see here very similarly in the United States, been as high as 89 cents and recently been as low as 12. Been as low as 3 cents, really, which was an amazing entry. And been as high as 89. All right, and currently at 36. So still a lot upside from here, in my opinion. We've seen it higher, we've seen it lower. I believe with this news and with growing revenue and the fact that they are going to be expanding internationally and generating revenue could be a big catalyst for this company. And down the road, at some point, I believe we will see this at least $1. So love to know your opinion on this. If you agree with me or disagree with me, love to know. Comment on the video, share the video everywhere, and subscribe. And if you haven't smashed the like button, please smash the like button. I work really hard to bring you this type of information every single day and bring you really good companies. This is a company that I brought you previously. It did really well. It's kind of come back down. And I think now's the time to look at it again. Psychedelic mental health solutions gaining steam with elite athletes and researchers. So this is a new sector. It reminds me a lot of the cannabis sector when it first started in 2015, 2016, had an epic run in 2017. And then it consolidated. It's now consolidated. We're in 2021. We still see some of the top cannabis companies do extremely well. But for the most part, all the others have either struggled or are consolidating. And what's happening now in the psychedelic space is that a whole bunch of new players are coming to the forefront, trying to be the leaders. And Mydecine has a chance to be really good. So Mydecine Innovations Inc., MYCO in Canada, MYCOF in America, ONFA in Frankfurt, Germany, is positioned at the center of the biggest ever breakthroughs in natural medicine. Right. Prior to his monumental comeback at the age of 54, former world heavyweight boxing champion Mike Tyson, who I'm a huge fan of, was delivered a message from a frog. More precisely, he received the message from a psychedelic source from the venomous Colorado river toad, also known as the Sonoran desert toad, known as 5-MeO-DMT, aka MeO or frog venom. I took the 5-MeO-DMT and the medicine told me to get into shape, Tyson said to USA Today. It really blew my mind. It told me to come back and start getting into shape. With the help of psychedelics, Tyson lost more than 100 pounds for a major exhibition bout against Roy Jones Jr., which I watched, and I felt that Tyson won that fight. They called it a draw, probably because they want to do it again. His first fight in 15 years, said to be more transcendent and less visual than its plant-based cousin DMT. 5-MeO-DMT can be a stronger experience for some. Most 5-MeO trips are kept to under an hour and require far smaller dose sizes than other psychedelics. But even more impressive is the fast-acting psychedelics potential, which researchers at Johns Hopkins have discovered can bring about improvements in depression and anxiety. So imagine psychedelics changing the world, eliminating all the pharmaceutical drugs that are being used for depression and anxiety and replacing them with psychedelics. This is the direction that psychedelics is going. That's why I'm so excited about psychedelics. And I believe that the future for psychedelics is great. That's why I am personally buying psychedelic stock. I'm personally buying psychedelic stocks. Our community is personally buying psychedelic stocks. The potential for psychedelics to treat mental health issues is truly on the precipice of a major breakout, especially as acceptance of this once taboo form of treatment begins to make its way into mainstream medicine conversations. Tyson is not alone, being among athletes, elite athletes, who've looked into psychedelics to turn their life around. Former Los Angeles Lakers star Lamar Odom, who's had many issues with drug abuse and substance abuse, successfully used the psychedelic drug ketamine and ibogaine to combat his drug addiction, crediting the drugs with saving his life. There are other success stories, including those of NHL enforcer Riley Cote, Daniel Carcerillo, former NFL player Kerry Rhodes, and former UFC MMA fighters Ian McCall and Dean Lister, utilizing previously taboo treatments such as ayahuasca, ketamine, ibogaine, psilocybin, MDMA, and now 5-MeO-DMT. Now, these treatments are shifting from anecdotal to a potential commercial reality with the advent of clinical trials being carried out by some of the world's top psychedelics and mental health researchers. And an incredible opportunity for investment is coming into view. Some analysts are projecting the psychedelics medicine industry to hit 6.85 billion by 2027. A new psychedelics ETF began trading in January. PSYK is the symbol for the new psychedelics ETF, and strong contenders are emerging to meet the demand, with two already crossing the US 1 billion market cap threshold. Among the group is one emerging company backed by a world-renowned medical and scientific advisory board that deserves much more attention. The company is Mydecine Innovations Group, which I'm bringing to you today. Now, those companies that are over 1 billion are Compass Pathways, CMPS, and you mentioned it here, Mind Medicine, MMED, MMEDF, which I brought to you guys first at 30 cents and has been a 15 bagger, meaning it's up 15 times. If you had bought that when I brought it to you first, you would be up 15 times on your money. Good morning, Ampho Drew. You getting Neo today? Cool, cool. GN Franco, how you doing? Where do I think PSYC can go? I think it can go to at least $1 this year. Hey, good morning, Robert. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you guys are all ready for a big week. Obviously, last week was a tough week, turbulent week. See a lot of YouTubers calling it a crash. I hardly call it a crash. I call it a red day. That's what it was. It looks as though we're in for a green day today. So I hardly call us being at 30 or 31K Dow a crash. The market is at all-time highs. We came back from 32K Dow to just under 31K Dow. That's not a crash for me. That's a pullback. That's a red day. I hardly think that's a crash. Market's at all-time highs. Market's extremely bullish. And the market had to just go for a pit stop so that it could continue going in its direction. And I believe it will. I think the market's very strong right now. And I believe that the market will continue to gain steam, especially with stimulus coming. Trillions of dollars in stimulus in America. I believe that's very bullish for the markets. And hopefully we continue to see a strong market because we're all at home and we have to find ways to make money. And in my opinion, the best way to make money is to trade stocks, trade cryptocurrencies. And that's what we do. We do that at our trading club. If you'd like to learn to join our trading club, you can, richpicksdaily.com. We are growing very quickly. We've got members in over 20 countries worldwide, and we are literally growing every day. And we're looking for some of the smartest trading minds in the world to join our community. And we're looking for people that want to learn how to trade to join our community so that we can teach you how to be one of the top traders on the planet. That's the plan at Rich TV Live. So let's just go through this a little bit more. So Mydecine Innovations Inc. is led by an expert team of researchers and marketers, including a seven-time Nobel Prize nominee, Red Bull's former chief marketing officer, multiple high-level partners, military scientists, university researchers, and already has a distribution arm at its disposal that's currently serving tens of thousands of retail outlets. These guys are building dynasty. Currently trading at around 46 cents. Still think it's cheap. With a market cap still slightly above 100 million, Mydecine is a prime breakout star in the making. And if this goes to a 1 billion market cap, that means we have room for this stock to grow 9x, 900% from here, which would take the stock to about $3.50 to $4. And that would be a huge return for investors. Obviously, it's not going to happen overnight that they're going to grow to a 1 billion market cap. But if you believe that they have a chance to grow to a 1 billion market cap, this could be a nice, good long-term play for investors. With multiple clinical trials in the pipeline, including involvement with a large-scale microdose study co-sponsored by the National Institute of Health Research at Imperial College of London, a phase 2A clinical study on PTSD in veterans, EMS, and frontline workers, and the first of its kind microdose study in Australia, Mydecine is at the forefront of much of the world's most important psychedelic research. This is an emerging biotech and life sciences company dedicated to developing and commercializing innovative solutions for treating mental health problems and enhancing vitality. Coming off a freshly closed bought deal financing, guys, they just raised 17.5 million. 17.5 million for a stock at 46 cents. I think we know this is going to at least $1. Mydecine Innovations Group, MYCO, MYCOF, ONFA, has filed for an uplisting to the NASDAQ and was just added to world's first ever psychedelics ETF. So if they're planning to go to the NASDAQ and the stock's at 46 cents, something has to give. Because in order for them to go to the NASDAQ, they're going to have to be at least $4 to $5. With only a number of shareholders currently holding equity in the company and money in the bank, it's clear that Mydecine Innovations Group is worth a deeper dive. Now, let's get into the details of this promising company that's in a market that's already created two US 1 billion market cap psychedelic companies. They are leading the renaissance of cutting-edge medicines. As you can see here, first legal nature source psilocybin extraction, first legal commercial export of psilocybin mushrooms, launched the first psychedelics focused telehealth platform called MindLeap Health, launched first ever psilocybin clinical trials with veterans with PTSD indications, first company to achieve CGMP status of psychedelic mushrooms, products for production, sale, and export, discovered several novel active molecules never found in natural sourced fungal sources, first of its kind microdose study at Mercury University in Australia. So let's talk about 7 reasons why Mydecine Innovations Group could potentially be the top psychedelic stock of 2021. Wow. Can you imagine that? Ali says, thinking of swapping my PSYC for Neon. I like them both. I think both have huge potential. PSYC just raised $6 million. And I think the upside and the future for them is bright. So let's talk about the 7 reasons why Mydecine Innovations Group could potentially be the top psychedelic stock of 2021. A world-renowned medical and scientific advisory, building out a robust R&D pipeline of nature-sourced psychedelic therapeutics, novel compounds, therapy protocols, and unique delivery systems. Exclusive access to a full CGMP certified pharmaceutical manufacturing facility with the ability to import, export, cultivate, extract, isolate, and analyze active mushroom compounds with full government approval through Health Canada. Operates out of a state-of-the-art mycology lab in Denver, Colorado, to focus on genetic research for scaling commercial cultivation of rare, non-psychedelic medicinal mushrooms. I love this company, love what these guys are doing. This is a big list of success that they're having. And the reality is, in my opinion, this is just getting started. This is clearly just getting started. 7 patent pending applications that represent thousands of inventions with multiple layers of protection on the company's proprietary medical development pipeline. Proprietary digital health platform, MindLeap, allows Mydecine to generate revenue in the fast-growing US $41.4 billion telemedicine market. And that's huge because very few of these companies are generating revenue. In fact, I don't think any of them are yet. Numerous clinical trials. I'm talking about psychedelic stocks. Numerous clinical trials are currently underway, including a large-scale microdose study, phase 2A clinical trial on PTSD in veterans, EMS, and frontline workers, a first-of-its-kind microdose study, and preclinical animal work for late-stage addiction study aiming at a mechanistic understanding of psilocybin. Number 7, tremendous growth potential. And this is why I'm really excited about psychedelic stocks. Like I said, it reminds me of the early stage of the cannabis sector. And clearly we've seen a cannabis sector that's had some ups and downs, but some of the best stocks and the best companies have been huge success stories. Tremendous growth potential. At its current market cap is still under 90 million Canadian, where 3 of its closest comparables, also in phase 2A and B clinical trials, like Mydecine, are currently valued more than 3 times higher, with 2 valued at more than 1 billion. So why is this so important? They are combating the mental health crisis with psychedelics. COVID-19 is taking its toll on all of us, including rising deaths of despair and an urgent mental health crisis among health workers. Recent study that screened 402 survivors of COVID-19 found that 55% presented a clinical score for at least one mental disorder, including anxiety, 42%, insomnia, 40%, depression, 31%, PTSD, 28%, and OCD, 20%. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental illness in the United States, affecting 40 million adults, or 18.1% of the population every year. Sadly, only 36.9% of those suffering receive treatment, and more than half of people who take antidepressants never get relief. In cases of veterans with PTSD, several patients are put on SSRIs. However, only 20 to 30% of patients achieve complete remission. Something needs to change. Thankfully, we are witnessing what's being deemed a paradigm shift in psychiatric research and development. That paradigm shift is coming from psychedelics. So I believe this is the future of psychedelics. I'm not going to go through everything. I'm not going to go through the entire website, but I want to make sure you guys are aware of Mydecine, okay? This is a company that I think has so much potential. MYCO. And I broke down all the different reasons why. And you can see here that the stock is just starting to trade for the day. So hope you guys have a great trading day. MYCO in Canada, MYCOF in America. Put it on your watch list, put it on your radar. I think the upside for them is tremendous. Now, I can't guarantee, that it's going to continue to go up. Past performance is not always an indication of future results, but it's one that I believe in. And I think the upside is tremendous. As you can see, other psychedelic stocks that I've talked about are having big days. Here we are, PSYC. We brought it to you guys first. They're having a monster day, as you can see, up already. Gold Mountain Mining, another one that I brought you guys. They're up. They're having a big day. Pure Extracts Pull. They're up. They're having a big day. Neon. I brought you guys this pick on my top 10. They're up. They're having a big day. HP, I put them in my top 10. They're up. They're having a big day. I brought news on CLC this weekend. They're up. They're having a big day. I brought news on Tat Lifestyle and Wellness. They're up. They're having a big day. I told you guys BTCC.U was my top Bitcoin play, blockchain play, and the only ever Bitcoin ETF in the world. They're up. They're having a big day. You guys see the trend? See the trend, right? ENBI, another psychedelics play. They're up. They're having a nice day. So I'm going to let you guys go now. I'm going to get back to the markets. A lot of our picks are up today. Congratulations to investors all over the world. This is your boy Rich from Rich to Be Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring you the winners and we bring them to you first. As you can see, we bring you MYCO. They're up 5% and at 49 cents. Congratulations to investors all over the world. If you're not winning, you're not watching. I told you guys, we're bringing the winners and we bring them to you first. We've been doing this since 2017 and we just getting started. Have a great day, everybody. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners and we bring them to you first. Let me know what you guys think. Mydecine Innovations. Stay tuned. I got more tricks up my sleeves. I got more picks and I got some more hits. Your boy Rich from Rich to Be Live. Bringing the winners and we bring them to you first. If you're not winning, you're not watching. MYCO, MYCOF. Let me know what you think. I'm out. Have a big day, everybody. We'll see you soon. All we do is bring you winners.